What's up, Bini Sloopy? Say with your legs media, and we're here today to talk about Biniam Girmay again. So I just looked onto Pro Cycling Stats. Go to Pro Cycling Stats. That's where it's all at. Everything you want to know about everybody and everything to do with cycling, it's on Pro Cycling Stats. Greatest website out there. They just got everything. But anyway, I did a video the other day. It's probably on like almost 10,000 views about Biniam Girmay. Like like where is Bini? Like we just haven't seen him. But on the 10th of this month, so I believe that's Sunday, he's doing the Grand Prix Morbihan, and basically it's 3 races in France, and it's a trophy, like it's a trophy series. It's the Trobian Leon and a classic Dunkirk, and these races are. And they're in France. They're tough. They're not flat. They got like a little bit of bump in them. So here's the races. You can see the Grand Prix Morbihan, the Troben Leon, and the Rod Clone. That these are all the races like he's going to be doing leading up to the Tour de France. But just before we get into that, make sure you hit the like button, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks. So I was going to have a quick look at the profile of I believe it's the Grand Prix, the Morbihan. I need to get Gemini or ChatGPT to pronounce it for me. So I need to learn how to say it properly. But here's a look at the profile of the first race. And like I said, this is a series of races. It's 3 races. They don't have the profile up for the 3rd race yet, but it's a series of 3 races. And as you can see, going towards the end of the last part of the race, probably from like kilometer 1, it's basically a saw blade the whole way. So it's up and down. It looks like they're doing a loop circuit, and they're doing it over and over, basically up, down, up, down. I think it's a perfect race for Bini because he's got to get that power back, and he's got, like his specialty is that long draggy uphill sprint, or just a long sprint. And these are the type of races that really get him into shape. But now the next race that he's doing is the Trobro Leon. The Trobro Leon. Like I said, it's part of a 3 series trophy race or cup race in France. And all the gray sections you see, those sections are cobbles. So basically, it just looks like another Paris-Roubaix, and it's got 26 sections in there. So this is going to be a tough race. But unlike Paris-Roubaix, as you can see, there's some really big dips, and there's some pretty good climbs in there. So it climbs pretty well. So this is the race, the Trobro Leon, and this is the race that one of the races that Bini's going to be doing leading up. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 races that he's going to be doing, and they're not easy races. And he's got 1 race in Germany, and a race in France, like 4 races in France, and then a race in Belgium before he comes back. Now, Tour de France. Let's go to the Tour de France. Who is Bini going to be competing against? Who is going to be his main competition? This is going to be Tim Merlier. This guy is fast. But we haven't had a look at the stages for the Tour de France. What do the stages for the Tour de France look like? So basically, if there are a few uphill sprints and whatnot coming into, so we're just gonna have a real quick look. But anyway, this is Tim Merlier, and he is fast. The guy is fast. Now, I need to go into detail. I'll do another video a little later on about the profiles of the races and stuff, because it looks like there's quite a few. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like there's 6 stages, 6 sprint stages, and probably the last one. So 7 sprint stages. So it's going to be all to play for. And then plus there's some undulating stages where Bini's going to have I think an advantage over Merlier, and this is Tim Merlier and Jonathan Milan. So this is Jonathan Milan. Jonathan Milan rides for track, and the guy is a monster. He's a beast. He's big and he's strong, and I'm just surprised he hasn't broken the bikes that he rides. He probably has to get a new frame every time he rides, because the watts and powers that he puts through that bike is unflipping believable. But these will be the main 3, as you see on the thumbnail. These 3 will be the 3 going at it. There will be other riders that will dip in there and get a win here and there, but this main sprint, these will be your main sprinters competing for the green jersey. Biniam Girmay, I believe with the races that he's got on his calendar, I mean, and some of them are pretty tough. They're definitely going to get him into the shape that he needs to be. The only thing I'm worried about is he doesn't have the uh, like if he had more racing in his legs, because the Tour de France is an endurance race. So the more miles you have, the better your endurance is going to be. So we'll see how that goes. So he's going to be doing a lot of these miles close to the Tour de France. I don't know. It may be just perfect for him, or we just have to see how it works out. But at the end of the day, it's probably going to be one of the most exciting sprint battles in a long time in the Tour de France. I can't call it because there are going to be stages that are not all out sprint stages that Bini's going to have the advantage over the both of them, where they have to do a bit more climbing and stuff, and Bini's definitely going to have the advantage, and where he's definitely going to be able to hold his own and take over. So that's just my take. So I haven't had a chance to look at the stages like individually properly, and that's a shame because you need to look at the stages properly so you can give a proper rundown on the stages and what they entail. But I will be doing that a little later. But before we do that, we got to get into the Giro d'Italia. We'll do that on the next video. We got to talk about Tom Pickard, Peter Primoz Roglic, Egan Bernal, Giulio Ciccone, and all the other favorites that are in the Giro d'Italia. But yeah, that's bedtime for me. So you heard that. That's bedtime for me. It's getting late, people. I'm getting ill. But anyway, this is going to be a battle royale between those three riders. So you have Biniam Girmay, you have Tim Merlier, and you have Jonathan Milan. So these are going to be the three guys that are really going to be, putting it down and getting busy. So, and if you didn't hear, so once again, the races that Bini will be doing. So I went away from the page with the races, the Bini races. We go back to that page. The all the teams are not even picked for the Tour de France, so I don't even have all the players in the race yet. So like I said, this Sunday, I believe, so that is the 8th. So tomorrow's 9th. So this Sunday, he'll be doing the Grand Prix du Morbihan. That's on Sunday. And then the next day, Tuesday, he'll be doing the Trobro Leon. And then 2 days later, so it's like 10th, 11th, and then the race on the 12th. Then the race is on the 13th. So it's the classic Dunkirk Grand Prix. And then on the 18th, he will be in Ronklon, and that's a German race. And then back in France for the Bruxelles de la Mayenne. Is a oh man, these French names are getting me. And then he's back in Belgium for the Antwerp Port Epic, and it's called the Sales Trophy race, and that will be the last race that Bini will do before the Tour de France. Now here we see Bini in this like I think I showed people this race before, where he like you could see him bridging the gap over the like there was a big gap, and just prior to that gap he had teammates on the front that were really working hard to try to close the gap, and they all like burnt their matches. But by the time the last guy, like the fourth guy, got to the front, the gap really hadn't closed. So Bini just went to the front and just muscled it. So, but then probably like a half a lap later, you got Thibaut Dagrasso off the front, and Thibaut is going away, and Bini just jumps across. And like I said before, this is a similar type of move where he went to get Rainbow Gum, and basically you can see like Bini's like coming across, like they really ain't trying to work with Bini or Thibaut Dagrasso. And the reason why they're not trying to work, the other reason they're trying to work with Bini or Thibaut, because the uphill sprint suits Thibaut Dagrasso and Biniam. And the other three riders knew that they didn't have a chance. So Bini pretty much, he blew everything, just trying to firstly chasing the break, and then chasing the closing the gap, and then trying to get into that break. But it was still a good day. I mean, it was good to see Bini out, good to see Bini doing his thing. But we look forward to seeing him in these next week. It's going to be pretty busy. We should see him, every other day, which is going to be cool. And then as we build up to the Tour de France, and we hope that this puts him on form and he is going to be competitive at Le Tour de France. So I hope you enjoyed that. This is in the Sleepy Say with Your Legs Media. We're gonna have a lot more videos coming up. A lot of stuff happening, and definitely got stuff to talk about. Alrighty. So thanks for tuning in the Sleepy Say with Your Legs Media. Say with Your Legs Media. Biniam Girmay. Biniam Girmay forever. Peace.